níbi battery ẹ̀yẹn. So we want to go into sequential structure. So sequential structure means that the execution is done one line after the other. That's the meaning of sequential structure. So we are going to start with the library. So after the library, then we go into the main function. If the problem that we intend to solve is we want to use it to compute perimeter of a circle. So in that case, the perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. So that means that we are going to supply the length and the breadth, and therefore the input data are length and breadth. So, and the two of them are integers. So you just write int length, then breadth. Then you end it with a semicolon. Then the next thing is to impute the length and the breadth. So, okay, then the perimeter itself will also be an integer. So that's the output data, perimeter. So the next thing you are going to do now, you are going to give instruction to the user to input the length and the breadth. Input length and breadth. So we want everything to be in the next line. And we come like this. So then the scanf is what will help us to take in the length and the breadth from the keyboard. So you have percentage D is percentage D is for format specifier. So there are different format specifier for different data type. For integer, it is percentage D. For float, it is percentage F. For double, it is percentage G. For character, it is percentage C. So what we are dealing with now is integer. So then you are going to write the placeholder. The placeholder is the placeholder for each of the variable that you have declared and you want to input. So percentage ampersand length, then ampersand breadth. So after this, you are going to write the formula for perimeter, which is equal to 2 into length plus breadth. Now we are going to output the perimeter. So to output the perimeter, you are going to write a statement that explains what you want to output. You can write the perimeter is. So after the is, that's when you want the answer of the perimeter to come. So what you are going to do is that you are going to put placeholder there. The placeholder for the perimeter is an integer, is %d. Then you will call the variable that will fill that space of %d, and the variable is perimeter. So we have called the variable, and the variable is perimeter. So like that. So now this is the complete program. So all we have to do now, for us to see it at the same, everything at a glance, that's why I'm trying to shift it to the side so that you see everything at a glance. So this particular place ends with a semicolon. Okay, you can see it. So now we are going to save it and run it. So we say Ctrl S. So the name of the folder is, let's call it Sequential. So then you change the type of the file. The type of the file is C. So you save it. Now you will run it. So it's complaining about something. Called object is not a function or function pointer. Sequential.c. Oh, sorry. This is not how to explain, how to express this. You should write star. You should put star after 2. 2 multiplied by length plus breadth. That's how we should write it. For the computer to understand that it will multiply it. So that's where the error is. So input length and breadth. So the length may be 45 and the breadth 67. So the answer is 224. For you to be sure that you got it, you should use a number that you understand. Let's say that the length is 2 and the breadth is 3. You yourself, you know that 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. So the answer should be 10. So the perimeter is 10. So all you need to note in this case is how to make use of your scanf. You must write the format specifier first, then comma, then you write your placeholder with the name of the variable. Then when you want to output, wherever you want the output to be, the format specifier should appear there. After which, later, then you will call the variable that you want to output. So this is a very simple sequential program.